How are you doing, math learners? This is your free access YouTube edu creator, Math Teacher Ash. And today, we're going to discuss and solve word problems involving arithmetic sequence. Today, you will know how to solve as well as the techniques in solving certain problems involving arithmetic sequence. But before anything else, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell for you to be updated of these cool clear math videos just like this. Hello math learners, welcome to another session here in Math Learning with Sir Ash. Today, we're going to discuss how to solve problems or how to solve word problems involving arithmetic sequence. Before we start solving these 5 word problems, let us remind first what are the things you need to know or what are the things you need to have or to learn in arithmetic sequence. Remember, in the arithmetic sequence, the formula for the arithmetic sequence is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d, where a sub n is basically the value of the term being talked about, a sub 1 is the first term, n is the number of terms being talked about, and then our d is the common difference. Now, if the problem talks about the summation or the sum, then we are talking about the series. And if we are talking about arithmetic series, the formula is S sub n is equal to n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. So basically, these are the things you need to know, that the summation of an arithmetic sequence is equal to the number of terms being talked about divided by 2 times the sum of the first term and the last term that being talked about. Okay, so now let us start solving certain problems. Question number 1. Which term of the sequence 3, 19, 35, and so on and so forth is 307? Okay, math learners, the first given is that the given sequence is 3, 19, 35, and then so on and so forth. That is an ellipsis. And what is being asked is 307. The term 307, what is this term? So it talks about the position of the term 307. So how do we solve this one? Since this is talking about the position of the term, okay, so therefore, we don't need to use the formula for series. So we will just use the formula for the arithmetic sequence. And that is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. Okay, so applying that one, of course, our a sub n, this is the 1, so we can have 307 equals our a sub 1, which is the first term. So here, our given sequence, the first term is 3. So we put 3 plus n minus 1. So the term that is being solved here is the position of the 307. So we don't know what term is that. So we will put n minus 1 times the common difference. So as we all know, 3 to 19, 19 to 35, the common difference is 19 minus 3, that is 16. Okay, so we will put 16 here. Easy, right? So now we will just simplify the given equation. So we have 307 is equal to 3 plus, so in this part, you will distribute 16 to the n minus 1, giving you 16n minus 16. So now at this juncture, you will combine like terms. So we have 307 is equal to 3 minus 16, that will give us negative 13 plus 16n. Of course, this is an integer, another integer, but this one is a term with a variable, so we can transpose negative 13, giving us 307 plus 13, that is equal to 16n. Now, simplifying this part, we will have 320 equals 16n. So, in order for us to solve for the value of n, we will divide both sides by 16, canceling this one, so giving us n is equal to 320 divided by 16, and that is 20. Therefore, 307 is the 20th term of this given problem. Easy, right? Now, let us go to our second problem. Problem number 2 states that how many terms of the sequence 4, 10, 16, and so on and so forth will give a sum of 990. Okay, math learners, first is we need to jot down our given sequence. So that is 4, 10, 16, and so on and so forth. That is an ellipsis. And then another given is 990 as the sum of the notation. So now the problem is how many terms will it need in order to have a sum or an arithmetic sum of 990. Now, my dear math learners, it has already been said that since we are talking about the sum, now we can use this equation. Alright, so we have S sub n is equal to n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. Alright. Now, for this matter, my dear math learners, S sub n, which is the sum, is already given. So that is 990. Now, what is being asked here is the number of terms for this sequence to have a sum of 990. So therefore, we don't know what is n yet. So that is n over 2. Now, for a sub 1, we have the first term here as 4. However, a sub n, or the last term needed for this to be able to give 990 as the arithmetic series, then we still don't know that yet. So therefore, how do we do this to have a one variable here and another variable here? So what we need to consider is to change our a sub n by our another formula, which is this one. Okay? So giving us plus a sub 1, that is 4. Okay? I will be putting this. Alright? I will be putting this in our a sub n. So that is 4 plus n minus 1. Our n is still unknown. So n minus 1 times the difference. So basically, we can know the common difference here. So 10 minus 4, that is 6. So it has a 6 as the common difference. Then we close it another here. So since we are using double parenthesis, now we can use bracket here. Okay. So now, as you can see, we only have one kind of variable. So we can solve this problem. By doing so, we have 990 is equal to n over 2. And then we simplify this one. 4 plus 4, that is 8. Okay. N minus 1. So the 6 will be multiplied to our n minus 1, giving us 6n minus 6. Okay. Because we distribute here. Okay. So now, we will have this expression in the given bracket. Okay, continuing, we have 990 is equal to n over 2 times 8 minus 6, that is 2. So 2 plus 6n. Alright. So now, my dear math learners, what we need to do here is we simplify this one. Okay, giving us 990 is equal to n times 2, that is 2n. Alright, 2 times 6n, that will be 6n squared. So that is 6n squared divided by 2. Okay, so we can cancel this one, 2 and 2, and then 6 divided by 2, we can cancel it, giving us 990 is equal to n plus 3n squared. So now, we have a quadratic equation. Now, if you still remember your lesson in quadratic equations in the grade 9, quadratic equations can be solved in 4 ways. The first one is by extracting square root. The second one is by factoring. The third one is by using the completing the square. And the fourth one is the safest method, which is the quadratic formula. Alright, so let us change this first into a standard form. So how do we do that? That is basically 3n squared plus n is equal to 990. So that is the property of symmetry. Then I will transpose 990, giving us 3n squared plus n minus 990 is equal to 0. So I have now an equation that is quadratic in the standard form. So by using our formula, quadratic formula, that is n is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, where our a is 3, our b is 1, and our c is negative 990. Then, by using this formula, we will have two values of n, and that is positive 18 and negative 55 over 3. Of course, if we are talking terms, number of terms, we are pertaining to positive values. So this value now is discarded. And our final answer is 18. So there are 18 terms needed for this arithmetic sequence to acquire a summation or a series of 990. Easy, right? Now, let us go to our third problem. Okay, math learners, for our third problem, the fourth term of an arithmetic sequence is 22, while the 12th term is 62. What is the sum of the first 20 terms? Okay, so my dear math learners, the given or the problem here being asked is the sum. So we need to use arithmetic series on this matter. However, in the given, the first term is not given, right? And even the 20th term is not also given. Only the 4th term and the 12th term is given. So how do we solve this? So basically, what you need to do is you write first a sub 4 is equal to 22, while a sub 12 is equal to 62. Okay, but the problem here is s sub 20. What is the summation of the first 20 terms? So my dear math learners, what you need to do here is to apply certain assumption. Okay, so since this is the 4th term and this is the 12th term, you can change this such that we have first, second, third, fourth. Okay, so that is 22. Then we have 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And our 12th is 62, right? So now, what you can do is you can change this into a first term. And of course, we deleted 3 positions here. So this 12 here will become the 9th term. Of course, if we just look at this part, we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. We have 9 terms. Okay. Assuming that 1, the first thing we need to do is to know the common difference. So what we need to do here is do this one. So our a sub n, that is 62, is equal to, our first term will be 22. Our n, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 9 terms. So that is plus 9 minus 1. And the common difference is unknown. Okay, so let's just get first our common difference. So having this, we have 62 is equal to 22 plus 8d. Transposing, we have 62 minus 22 is equal to 8d. Subtracting this one, we have 40 is equal to 8d. So dividing both sides by 8, and our d is equal to 5. Therefore, the difference is 5. So basically, if you add 5 here, this will become 27. If you add 5, becomes 32, 37, 42, 47, 52, 57. Of course, going back, this will become 17, 12, and that is 7. So therefore, our original first term is 7, which now can be put here. So since our n, we are talking about 20 terms, we have 20 over 2 times our first term, that is 7, plus, okay, so the question is, what is the 20th term? Because what we need to do here is to know the first 20 terms. This is just the 12th term. Okay, this is just the 12th term. This is our 4th term, which is the original, and this will be our first term. We need to know the 20th term. So how do we do that? So now, we can just apply our formula in order to get the a sub 20 or the 20th term. How do we do that? By using this one. Our first term is 7. Our n is, of course, we are getting the 20. So we have 20 minus 1, okay? And then our D, we already solved that one, and that is 5. Okay, so by simplifying, our 20th term will be 7 plus 20 minus 1, that is 19, times 5. Of course, 19 times 5 is basically 20 times 5 minus 5. So 20 times 5 is 100, minus 5, that is 95. So that is 95. Adding 7 to it, we have 102. So therefore, our 20th term is 102. So now we can put that one in our given formula for our arithmetic series. So S sub 20, will have 20 over 2, that is 10. Of course, 7 plus 102, that is 109. Alright. So just multiplying this one, so you have 1090. And that is our final answer for this given problem. Easy, right? So now let us go to our fourth problem. Okay, math learners, for our fourth problem, we have the sum of the first 20 terms in an arithmetic series is 1170. If the common difference is 3, what is the first term? Okay, so the given is that the difference is 3. And then the summation of 20 terms is 1170. The question is, what is the first term? Okay, math learners, since the given here or the situation talks about summation, so now we can apply our given problem here. Okay, so let us start with the S20. Of course, if this is 20, this n here will become 20 over 2. Okay, our a sub 1, that is our problem, so that will be unknown. However, the 20th term is not given, right? So what can we do here is our S20 will be changed here as 1170 because that is the given. So our a sub n or a sub 20, we still don't know yet. Our a sub 1, we still don't know yet. So we can change our a sub n to our given formula because there is a given d here, right? So we change our a sub n by this formula since a sub n is this one. So we can have a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Of course, since we are using now two parentheses, this will become a bracket and this will become a bracket. Of course, our n is 20. Okay, because we are talking about 20 terms. And our d is 3. So we change our d here as 3. So now we only have one variable. Okay, so we have 1070 is equal to 20 divided by 2, that is 10, of course. And then a sub 1 plus a sub 1, that will give us 2a sub 1. Okay, of course, that is algebra. Then 20 minus 1, that is 19. Okay, so that will give us 19 times 3. Okay, so let's use bracket here because our inner parenthesis is not yet eliminated. So we have 1070 is equal to 10. And here 19 times 3, we can have 2a sub 1 plus 19 times 3, that is 57. Okay. So now, what we can do here is to distribute our 10 in our given expression inside the parenthesis because this cannot be simplified. So we have 1070 is equal to 20a sub 1 plus 570. So now we need to transpose 570 to the other side, giving us 1070 minus 570 is equal to 20a sub 1. So if you subtract this one, this will give you 2 zeros, and 11 minus 5, that is 6. It's equal to 20a sub 1. So you divide both sides by 20, you divide both sides by 20, cancel this, and you will have the first term as 600 divided by 20, and the answer is 30. And that is our final answer for this given problem. Easy, right? So now let us go to our final problem. Okay, math learners, we are down to our final problem, and it says, a certain lot appreciates every 5 years by 81,000 pesos. If the lot costs 900,000 pesos in 1995, how much will its value be in 2025? Okay, math learners, first we need to acquire the given. The given says that the lot initially cost 900,000 pesos. And in every 5 years, it appreciates to 81,000 pesos. So basically, every 5 years, the lot will add 81,000 pesos to its value. Therefore, this is also our common difference. Now, the question is, if this was the cost of the lot in 1995, how much will it cost on 2025? Okay. So, my dear math learners, if this is the case, first we need to know is how many sets or how many terms does it take from 1995 going to 2025. So, if we write that down, that is 95. Then, of course, adding 5 years, that will become 2000. Okay? Then, 2005, 2010, 2015, 2020, and 2025. So, how many terms are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, there are 7 terms. Basically, 2025 states the 7th term of this given scenario. So, how much will be the value of our lot on 2025? So, what you need to do here is, basically, you just apply this given problem. So that is a sub 7 because we are getting the value of the 7th term. Our first term is 900,000 pesos plus n minus 1. So our n is 7. So 7 minus 1 times our common difference, that is 81,000, which is the amount of or the amount every 5 years. Okay. So a sub 7 is equal to 900,000 plus 7 minus 1 is 6, of course, times 81,000. So simplifying this one, we have 900,000 plus, so these are 3 zeros, that is 6, that is 486,000. Okay, so adding them, so that will give us, I think this will be millions. 6, 8. Alright, so that is 1,386,000 pesos. Easy, right? So, my dear math learners, I hope you know how to solve problems involving arithmetic sequence. And if you have certain problems about arithmetic sequence, feel free to write your comments or your inquiries in our comment section below. This is still your free access YouTube edu creator, Math Teacher Ash. And always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Remember, if you are still new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, God bless, and keep safe always. Congratulations, math learners, for arriving to this part of the video. If you think that this video have helped you, click that like button. And if you think that this channel can change the way you see mathematics, do not forget to click that subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.